What's up, people? Thanks for joining. Action-packed day today, if all goes well. Although you know how coding is, you can do some awesome things, and it might look kind of boring at times, but I don't think it's boring. So today, this is our application from last time, and I'll summarize in a minute what we did last time. But today, I want to add authentication. So there's this auth thing, but like it doesn't work. So I want to make it work. What we did last time is we started up this application. And this is like a mock store, but we're going to be working towards making it a real store over the next several sessions. And I have some big plans for this guy. So you can check out the GitHub Issues tab, and you can see there's going to be some crazy stuff going on. The entire site is going to be seeded, not just themable, but randomly generated seed themable. Let me show you what I mean. NPM. If you go to NPM, the acronym in the top here is randomly generated on refresh, non-deterministic programming methodology. It really means Node Package Manager, but this is a joke. It's like, what does NPM stand for? That's the joke. So if you refresh it, oh no, it's not changing. Do I need to clear my cache? This is new. It used to, let me do a incognito tab or open it with Edge maybe. Nearly pooped myself. All right, so I don't know exactly what the nature of their caching algorithm is, but once upon a time, every time you refresh the page, it would change. And now it looks like there's some sort of caching, but still, you'll see different stuff on some periodic basis. I'm not quite sure the nature of that period. So we're going to do a similar thing with the whole app, but it's going to be better because it's going to be seeded. So here's the app, and let's say, for example, the gradient on the right hand, whether there's a gradient at all, the colors involved. Ideally, the seeds would feed a theme, so it's not like red here, blue there, and just craziness everywhere, although maybe that would be a particular theme, like a crazy, crazy theme. And then that skeleton picture will be seeded. So like there could be other pictures there. And I don't know, who knows what all could be seeded. But I think for a start, we have the button, the text on the button. So it's not even just going to be stylistic. It's also going to be content. So the text on the button, the style of the button, the style of that gradient, the style of the skeleton. I think that's a great start. So those are going to be themed in a seeded way. So you refresh and it will change, but you will be able to restore your seed. And who knows, I might have it like, you can see my mouse, right? I might put it like near the search bar and the nav bar up top. It might be under the nav bar, but sort of at the top of the page. Those would be the two places I'm considering putting it, somewhere here in the nav bar, or under the nav bar, like somewhere right under the nav bar. And you would be able to copy your seed, share it if you want, save it and sticky it if you're like, I don't want it to like change all the time. Like every time I like refresh the page, I want to stick with this one. You can lock it in. So these are some of the things that are planned, and that's just with respect to the theme. We do want to make it a real store, and the merch is going to be generatable depending on things that you have unlocked. There are going to be some things that are like for sale regularly for everyone, like the Futurecaster hoodie is going to be a staple that like anyone can buy. And ideally, you can buy it even without logging in. We'll see if I can do sales without authentication. That would be pretty cool. I think it can be done with Stripe maybe. And with some other providers maybe, but I think I like Stripe. But then also if you do log in, it'll save the stuff to your account, and you can get like unlock achievements, your fortunes, all the fortunes that you've gotten will be saved to your account. One day I'd like to make it to where you could like go back and see if your fortune actually happened, like you could yes, no it. And so the site could tell you, hey, like some percent of these, like, so that this is mostly a meme, right? This is mostly a joke. This is part of the Dogecoin economy. This is part of the let's all buy GameStop stock economy, the meme economy. Like when I tell your fortune, it's like not a real prediction, but it's a meme of artificially intelligent prediction, because I actually want to implement like some cool stuff, like some neural nets or some regressions and stuff. And the code base will be open, and it'll be, I think, valuable as reference code, if nothing else. But garbage in, garbage out, and we're going to loud and proud own the garbage in. And that's the meme aspect here. However, given all this garbage in, we're still going to be able to declare, like, in this ridiculous theme that it's like fortune telling and fortune casting and magical and all this ridiculous theme and this ridiculous backdrop, we're still going to be able to identify some percent of these actually come true. And I think that'll be cool to like measure that with data and be like, hey, like, and who knows, like maybe there are even factors like that, like this one is more likely, or like this user, we know stuff about this user, and so this particular fortune for you is actually more likely than average to come true or to not come true. And then fortune reactions, right? So when you get your fortune, you can like laugh at it or thumbs it up or thumbs it down or get mad or cry. And I want to improve over Facebook and like LinkedIn and like your standard social reactions. I want to improve over that. By letting you do a rating from 1 to 10 and letting you do multiple emotions at the same time. So like in Facebook, I often joke with people that I'll leave a comment and it'll say laugh, cry reaction. Because I want to do the laugh reaction and the cry reaction, but I can't do both. But this app would ideally let you do both. And not even just do both as a yes, but let you do like more of this or less of that. So those are some of the like ideas that I have more ideas in store. All these crazy ideas. It's going to be a big, bloated, complicated application, and it's going to be a hilarious joke looking like from start to finish. That's the idea. Entertainment. But maybe actually a moneymaker. We'll see. Okay. So the current step is I want to have authentication. So let's go. So I got Supabase right here. Why Supabase? So Vercel, so I'm using Vercel. Let's talk about what we covered last time, right? So this is a NextJS starter application launched on Vercel. And the backend is using Node serverless functions. So that's what the starter comes with, is Node serverless functions. We can go do something else, like I could do my own Express server, like if I want to, but I would like to try to avoid doing that unless I have to. And I would like to try sticking with what comes out of the box unless I'm forced not to. Forgot password, TSX. So where's the actual server code? BigCommerce, API. API handler. From create API handler, BigCommerce API handler, next API request, next API response. Okay, so here we are on the server side. And I think these are implemented as serverless functions, although it's not clear to me that they have to be implemented that way, because they're coming from Next itself, where the Gatsby thing I did was using Vercel request, Vercel response, and those were definitely serverless, but these seem to be supported serverless, but not like necessarily required serverless. I can do a quick check on that. Let's check. Next API handler. Does it have to be serverless? We're going to find out. Anyway, regardless, we're going to give it a try because that's what comes with Vercel out of the box. Vercel, the platform, has serverless functions. Vercel doesn't have persistent servers in the way that like Amazon or like Heroku or any of those. Let me open up my chat, by the way, in case you'll ask me questions. I can see it. And so here's the Vercel docs. And Vercel, in my mind before the stream, I'm thinking like, hey, let's use Vercel and let's have authentication. So what do I need? I need a database, I'm thinking. So usually I would go for Postgres. That's my go-to database. But before I did that, I said, hey, is there like a database that like Vercel kind of supports out of the box? And these are the providers that they recommend. And yeah, Supabase is awesome. Supabase, I have a great deal of respect for. They were on the Log Rocket podcast, so you can check them out there. Some of these I just don't know about. I don't know what Avely is. And then some of these I do know about, and they're not a good fit for me. Like Firebase, no. PubNub. I think Pushers push notifications. I'm not sure about that, but I don't want push notifications. And so I think Supabase is going to be awesome. And then Supabase has, I think, we'll see, but I think it has like out-of-the-box social providers. And if you go to pricing, they have a forever free tier. And that's what I'm all about. I'm trying to get this guy forever free, at least MVP 1, and then I have no problem throwing some money in here, but I don't want to be paying while I'm still developing, because it could take me a few months to even develop it. I don't want to be out like hundreds of dollars, possibly thousands of dollars, before the thing's even live. And even after it's live, I mean, we know how marketing goes, right? It's not, depending how we do marketing, you could have a great launch and day one you're selling thousands, okay? But also like possibly not. It could potentially take a while to get any money coming in. And ideally, I'd like it paying for itself. How can I get it to pay for itself right now? $0 cost. And Supabase is on top of Postgres, which I love. Social providers out of the box. Some really cool stuff. So that's why I'm going with Supabase. And yeah, I think that's a good amount of background, so let's do it. And I haven't even signed up for Supabase, so let's go do this together. Gonna see this from start to finish, I hope. Yeah, I searched Vercel social sign-in. Could do it Auth 0. Maybe Auth 0 has a free thing going on these days, I don't know, but I feel like it didn't used to. I used Auth 0 back in the day. I had a great experience with it, but I think I put a credit card in like from the jump. So let's do a new project. I really don't know what I'm doing. Artificial rose crow. There's a trend going around. I've seen this with data analysis. I can't remember the name of the platform. Yeah, I don't know. Where they'll generate like a semantic ID. I think it's super cool. Project will have its own dedicated instance and full Postgres database. An API will be set up so that you can easily interact with it. Name, Futurecaster API. Database password. I would like to get the auto-gen. What's up with that? Chrome doesn't want to auto-gen me. It says type password. Integrates with Express just well. Server rendering. I was under the impression that NextJS was built on top of Express, but they're saying it integrates well with Express. So if it's built on top of Express, then it does not need to be run server-side. Does not need to be run serverless. And then when we say server-side rendering, usually this is talking about runtime. If we wanted to talk about static site generation, that would be server-side rendering at build time, not at runtime. So server-side rendering at runtime requires, even that doesn't necessarily require server functions, but like but like usually it would. So I think the answer is like, yeah, Next.js, serverless or not, both are great. Okay, so we got the answer to that. Close this tab. And we want to generate strong password. I'm going to take this off screen a second so that you don't see my password. Okay. Just kind of creating it, taking it a second. Cool. Close that password generator. Do I want to save it? Sure. Okay, API is building. This is great. Check back in 2 minutes. Love it. Chill out, sip my matcha. Let's go over to Twitter. I tweeted Supabase. I told them I was going to stream this. Hey, so if I'm seeing that right, you got Next.js Commerce worth streaming it. Thanks, Lee. Let's hope it works. Is he on the official team or? Oh, head of dev. Let's go, bro. Let's go. I'm already following him. Cool. Okay. I like the look and feel. Yeah, I like the look and feel of this Supabase site. This is the component that I'm going to want to inject, I believe. So this is the existing auth flow, and then BigCommerce is a whole other ball of worms I'm going to try to avoid today, but we're going to need to deal with that at some point. These are the same thing. I just have multiple. Vercel's kind of cool. It provides you multiple URLs for your builds. Okay, I'm just kind of closing out the tabs I don't need. It looks like Supabase is done generating. That's great news. Close Twitter here. And then I'll just say what I was saying real quick, and then we'll get into the code. But the current auth flow is you show up, you're unauthenticated. I think I'm going to change some of the unauthenticated view. Like this kind of appears to be an avatar, but like, why would I have an avatar if I'm not signed up or signed in yet? But this is going to be one of those unlockables. So maybe you get a random, maybe it's one of the random elements. You get a randomly generated avatar, and when you sign up, you unlock it for free. Yeah, so some of this stuff needs to change, but that's fine. So today you click that button and it brings up this login. But like I don't have an account. And also I want social login. So I'm going to modify this modal because I want social login to appear here. But then also I want social sign up to appear here. And what I could do if I was super minimalist, and I might do this today, is like not even deal with the traditional login, like traditional sign up and traditional login with email and password. I might not even deal with that. And like I would leave the modal there because I would come back and fix it eventually. But like for for happy path kind of quick development, it might only be social sign up and sign in. Okay, so let's get kicking. So this API seems ready. It doesn't have any tables yet. Authentication. I would like you to set this up for me. It's some cool stuff. Create table, add column. I wonder if I should break out dbeaver. So dbeaver and then also Prisma are the two database browsers that I like. But Supabase has this own built-in one, which is pretty sweet so far. It comes with a users table. I like it. Roles. I hadn't really thought about roles. Extensions. Where can I go to find the social login? Is it an extension? JSON Web Token API for Postgres. It's kind of sick. And it's enabled out of the box. Social. Check the API reference in the guides. If that doesn't work, I'll do a search. Okay. So we're here in the Fortunecasting API. This is the docs, and this is the Supabase client. How did I get here? I thought I clicked. Whatever. Okay. Cool, so let's install it. I think I've been using npm because Vercel had to be installed by npm. I couldn't yarn global add the Vercel CLI. What's up?
I'm gonna go do a fight kit.
Okay.
Take a shower and then probably watch shows with me.
Okay. Love you.
I'll look through stuff while I do
Okay, cool.
that. Love you. Are you good with eating dinner after you're done working?
Yeah. So this is still currently running. I got my local host still running, huh? Cool. And so then the Supabase install I will do in this terminal. And we got the package locked, so it's npm. It's going to be save because it needs to work at runtime. It's not just save dev, it's save. We are a service to listen to database changes. It's an open source Firebase alternative. We are a service to listen to database changes, query tables, create, update, delete rows, manage users and their permissions, interact. What it isn't. It's not a, okay. I'm not, yeah, I know it's not the same as Firebase, and I'm actually happy about that personally. Where is the auth? Where is the, okay, auth. Hey, a nifty video. I might play that in a minute. Oauth providers, love it. So it looks like there's like a person icon. Yeah, okay. Got the person icon, digging it. And then external Oauth providers. Where's this guy? Awesome. Okay, that was pretty easy. Thank you, Supabase. Rocking it. Disable sign up. Huh? All right, cool. So it's working on my local host. Look, it is like fairly compatible with Vercel out of the box. Because if we recall, when I got Gatsby and I ran it qua Gatsby, it was on a different port set, 5,000 or 8,000 or something. But when I ran it using Vercel Dev, it's on 3,000, and that's true whether it's the Gatsby, whether it's NextJS. I'm not sure because I haven't tested all the variations, but I think all the Vercel starters, Vercel Dev will go to 3,000. And so, so Vercel's recommending Supabase. Vercel's going to 3,000. Supabase defaults localhost 3,000. They're not like fully integrated yet, but they're friendly, which is a great starting point. And if you remember web containers, that was a lot less friendly so far. Okay. Let's do GitHub, Google, and Twitter. I think I'll do these 3 for now. That is so amazing. I can just click, click, click. And then it does Bitbucket. Wow, GitLab, that's pretty fantastic. Okay, let's create a project. This is going to be Fortunecasting. Auth, right? I think that's fine. No organization. I'm fine with that. Are you gonna let me do that? Free trial is waiting. Get I'm hoping this is free tier. Cool. So Google Cloud Auth free tier. I'm trying to stay with free tier. Yeah, I don't just want a free trial. I want free tier. Google Cloud free program. I'm not sure. So I'm like more of an AWS guy, right? So I'm not sure what all the things are called. Is it not just like Google Auth? I don't know. I'm gonna just go with it, and if they charge me, they charge me. But like Google Cloud Platform credentials. It told me I had like 9 more remaining in my quota, so like I think that's chill, right? Okay, we're gonna let it go. Remember to configure the OAuth consent screen with information about your application, okay? Available to any test user with a Google account. Only available to users within your organization. You'll need to submit your app for verification, huh? Your app will start in testing mode. I think the answer is external, because like anyone can use it. The potential audience. I want like everyone in the world to use it. Projects configured with publishing status of testing are limited to 100 test users. Listen to OAuth consent screen. What is going on? A test user consumes a project's test user quota once added to the project. You know, bro, this is like too much. I don't want to be reading this right now. I'll read this later offline. And there's like an unverified warning. That's fine for now. Okay. You will not need to submit for verification. Start in testing mode, only be available to users you add. Once your app is ready to push to production, you may need to verify your app. Yes, that sounds right to me. I think my app needs to be verified in production. It's just, let me get a couple people's Gmail, right? I'm gonna take this off screen real quick. Actually, I can do that all later. None of these people are gonna be joining me on the live stream, so. Yeah, none of these people are going to join me on the live stream, so I'll just do this later. So for now, it will just be me. So app name is Futurecaster, right? Futurecaster. User support email, me. App logo, I don't have a logo. I should get a logo. Should make it saucy. If y'all are watching, and if you design logos, make me a Futurecaster logo. Okay, great. Application homepage. To protect you and your users only allows, okay. Hmm. Permissions you request users to authorize for your app and allow your project to access specific types of private user data from their Google account. I really just want email. See your primary account email address. Yes. I don't know. I don't really care about personal. What's included here? Birthdays, I guess that's cool. I mean, I guess it'd be cool to see birthdays. Cool. That'll be good. Your sensitive scopes. Okay. Add users, me. Publishing status is set to testing, only test users. Yeah. Cool. Is it my email address goes here? I don't know. Maybe that's right. Sweet. Publish app to testing. If I like publish to production, your app will be available to any user with a Google account. If you change your app's configuration in the future, like adding more than 10 domains, uploading a logo, or requesting sensitive or restricted scopes, you'll need to submit for verification. I don't really want to push to production. I just want to be a test user. Okay. Seems like that's already allowed. Auth rate limits your token grant rate. 10,000 grants per day. All right, great. I think that's more. I think that's totally enough. Thank you. Thanks, Google. Token grant rates. So, cool. So now Supabase wants the secret, yeah? Okay. Client ID, secret. Okay. No auth clients to display. Let's create credentials. I'm gonna take this off screen, not trying to get hacked. Thank you. Okay. I think they're all OAuth, so I'm going to. I wish I could show you what I'm doing because I want to teach y'all like which buttons to click. But just to speak what I'm clicking, I say click create credentials, and then there's OAuth client ID. And now I'm choosing application type, and I'm going to say Chrome app. Choices are like, oh no, I need to see what web applications. So choices are web application, Android, Chrome app, iOS, TV, desktop, Universal Windows Platform, UWP. I'm gonna go web application. Name is Futurecaster. Just Futurecaster. Authorized JavaScript origins. I think localhost for now. Hopefully this works. We're just going to use localhost for now. And then I'll also add, I think this is my stable. And then there's like other randomly generated domains, but I think that's my stable domain assigned to main. So I'll add this one under authorized JavaScript origins. You can see what I'm doing for now, I think. Authorized redirect URIs. Please, okay, can't end with that. All right, so you see where I'm at? All right, so let's click create, and I think it's going to display the secret then. Yep, okay, so here is my client ID and my secret. So I'm gonna grab the secret on my board. I don't care if y'all see the client ID, but I'm gonna grab the secret on my clipboard. Sneak this guy over here. If they're smart, when I paste it, it will be censored anyway. So this is the Google secret. Yeah, it's plain text. Good thing I moved off screen. It would be nice if that was censored, Supabase, thanks. And then there's like a toggle button if I want to show it to like verify that I typed the right thing if I was typing. Okay, and there's the client ID. Client ID and secret. Cool. Save. And even after saving, it does not hide my Google secret. All right, well, I'm scrolling that off screen. I actually don't super care if y'all see the Google secret. Like if this was prod or commercial app, like a real app, like et cetera, I would care. But just as a security practice, like shout out to Supabase. Let's not show the plain text secrets, huh? Okay. Cool. So now I got the Google credentials and it's saved. And I think that's all she wrote for now. It did say there's like a restriction of 100 sensitive information scoped authorizations until I authorize my app. Whatever. 100's good enough for me for now. Okay, so let's go GitHub. And GitHub is going to allow me to, pretty sure y'all just saw it, whatever. Yeah, there's my Google secret. Cat's out of the bag. It's too difficult to like maintain this stuff. GitHub, create new credentials. Application name, Futurecaster. I'm gonna just call it Futurecaster. Homepage URL. Let's use this guy. Authorization callback URL. I don't really have one. Let me call back. Okay. So this should be the callback, okay. I need to go add that to Google as well. So here's the callback, but your project is going to be your project. Whatever, y'all can see the thing, I don't care. I think Futurecaster API is my project. Futurecaster API. Tells the future, bro. Tells the future, bro. Register application. Bing! Created successfully. Thanks. List on the marketplace. That's wild. Add a logo. Very cool. GitHub doing all the cool things. Some weird button sizing going on. Whatever. Okay. Now I need the client ID and the secret. That should be right here. Here's the client ID. Thank you. Google, GitHub, client ID, and GitHub secret. See, GitHub didn't show you my password. Thanks, GitHub. Copy this. Okay. Then this is here. And let's save. And I'm going to go back to, I do like the create new credentials link. That's convenient. So I'm going to come back here. Close you, you're good. Keep you. Think close you, I don't need you. Close you. Here, what I did not do was the callback. Callback. I guess it would be the same as a redirect URI. After they have authenticated with Google, yep. Here we go. So this Futurecaster API, Supabase callback. And then is that going to work on localhost? I don't know. I'm not sure that the social is going to work on both localhost and on my dev remote. It would be nice if it does. Cool. And last but not least, Twitter. Definitely not least, because I think Twitter is going to be my main share vector. Meet the new developer portal. I'm sure it's great. Okay. Futurecaster. Which best describes you? Doing academic, making a bot. Embedding tweets in a website. I think that yes, I would like to do that. Exploring the API. Kind of. Publishing ads. Maybe. Student. Building tools for business. Building consumer tools. I think the best description is consumer tool hobbyist. I mean, I am a professional, but I'm not using this in a professional capacity. Because what do I want to do? I want to let people log in. So that would be consumer tool, right? I want to let people log in, and then I also want to let people like tweet out, like if they unlocked an achievement, like tweet it. Like if they like came to the website, tweet it. If they had a good day, tweet it. If they had a like tweet all the things, get all the likes. And I do want to be able to see when people like it, when they like the tweet and they love all the tweets. I want to know. So that's kind of like exploring the API. I think building consumer tools hobbyist. If you're from Twitter, let me know. I think this is correct. Let me put this URL first of all. Social app for social login, social sharing of achievements, of in-app achievements, see when app-related tweets get liked or engaged. My web app is a joke fortune is a entertainment fortune telling app with game and store features. I mean, I think that's a good description. Is an entertainment. Thank you, Grammarly. Grammarly for the win. Pick which app you'd add to your project. No, I don't want to. Those are the other things that I'm using for other purposes. Create a new app instead, please. Thank you. Last step, name of your app. What was the first step, bro? I named the project, didn't I? Okay. This will be Futurecaster Twitter app. Matcha. Matcha is matcha maize. Bear token, y'all are going hard in the paint. API key, I believe, is equivalent to a client ID. Your key is like your username. Well said, Twitter. You know what? Who's the guy? Who's the man at Twitter? Jack Dorsey. I didn't need to finish. Jack Dorsey for the win. There's NFT-related stuff going on in this app, yeah? Jack Dorsey is big in the NFT game. Okay. I think this is it. Let's save. I think we're good. Okay. Your app settings page will allow you to enable third-party authentication. What does that mean? Tweet cap usage. Okay. I think this is all cool. Products, huh? I bet they got some cool stuff going on. Nice. Tweet lookup, recent search user mention. I want to know if tweets got likes, but I don't need to do that right now, but that's the feature I'm looking for, Twitter, if you care. Okay, so this all seems good. Oh, permissions are read-only. Yeah. Three-legged off, that's crazy. So is that like Twitter is an SSO, single sign-on solution? That'd be SSS, but I mean, we just say single sign-on. Okay, so this is saved. Let me click save one more time in case I was dumb and I didn't save it. It doesn't even have a save button. Therefore, I strongly believe that I saved it. If that was the Supabase design intent, well done. Okay, so those things are all there. So now, how do I actually implement it in my UI? Row level security. Okay. Policies. Policies are like where clauses. This is great stuff. Allow read access. Okay. Only Blizzard staff can update the leaderboard. Fantastic. Advanced policies. Okay, okay, okay. Magic link login. That's what I want. I'm not sure this is a Supabase specific feature, but let's see. Oh, send magic link email. Okay, maybe it is. Log in an existing user or log in via a third-party provider. Auth.signup. Are y'all all mad if I go light mode? I think I already follow Supabase. Notifications, wow. Cool. So I want sign up. Creates a new user. So this is what I want, but I would appreciate if there was like a guide. There's got to be a guide or like an example of someone quickly doing this. Okay, so let's go Supabase. I already said magic link, right? Supabase social sign in. And I'm looking for React specifically. React. Supabase UI library. Now we talking. Storybook, you shouldn't have. Featured on Product Hunt. Well, you're gonna get a clicky click. I'm already all over the product hunts. Don't act like you don't know me, dog. Good. Get your clicky click. What if your brand isn't Supabase green? Golly. It's not. Okay, so we created the project. Yep. We did the API keys. These are going to be Supabase facing API keys, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, and we can close you guys. Additional redirect URIs. Don't think so. So users, I can't click general. So users, policies, templates. I think these templates are all fine. These are these are email templates. Great. And settings. And so I've yet to see a Supabase facing secret. Maybe it's going to be in the API. Where is it? Settings API. Okay. Settings. So there's like two different there's like authentication, then settings, and then there's like top level settings, settings API. Auth settings. Whoa, and that pops me over there. Kind of crazy. Okay. Database. Okay, so this is how I can connect to the Supabase. I like it, I like it. And I like what they did here, your password. So that's mostly sanitizing it, so like I can stream fearlessly. And see, they censored it here. Why not censor it in the other place? So here they're censoring my secrets. They know that censoring secrets is a good idea. Why not censor it in the other place? And they got the reveal button. That's a best practice. Okay. So this is what I want. But I want the magic button, which is probably going to be in the UI library. Okay, create a new project on Supabase, choose the name. After it's done, save the values somewhere you'll need them. Great. They're using create React app Supabase Auth React. Maybe I should just go look at the GitHub for Supabase Auth React and I can rip it. Reddit, howdy. Hyperfoo, I'm not familiar. Hopefully I'm not about to get virused. Hi there, I'm really excited about Supabase and wrote a post about its, oh, this is the same guy. Clicky, clicky, good job. Good job, people. Is this the same article this is the same article, bro. Okay, so maybe I just keep scrolling. Ah, shoot. No, I was trying to get to the GitHub because I want to actually get the components. So let's get to that GitHub. Okay. You can use the Slack clone. Cool. I'm just trying to find the magic button. There's already a baseline here. Hopefully that's a baseline with authentication. NextJS example, loving that. Add CRA to-do list auth and examples. Sick. Supabase master. Okay, so Supabase master makes sense to me. Examples, great. All the examples. Love you guys. You guys are slaying it. So here's all the examples that I could possibly want. NextJS auth. I don't want tracker relax. Slack, maybe. To-do list, maybe. TS, user management. I do like the TypeScript there because I'm using TypeScript. With Supabase auth, yes. Okay, I was kind of thinking they're like all with Supabase auth, but that was sorely mistaken. So this is my current fave. Next. Yeah, okay, Next.js with Supabase auth. Let's go. Deploy with Vercel. Love the Vercel compatibility. Love it. Get all the stars. Oh, I previously started. I didn't mean to unstart you. Sponsor. I should sponsor you. Pages? Yes. API auth. Just like this. Utils init Supabase. We're getting warm, my peoples. Utils init Supabase. Create client, and then all the secrets. Yeah. Cool. I'll just rip that. Utils. I already even have a utils folder. How easy. Is this my server utils or my client utils? That's the thing I wish was a little clearer. If we could clarify. So I guess the whole thing is like the server folder, and then they're nesting the client inside of the server. Because here's like Pages API, but then there's like Framework, Big Commerce API, Shopify API, Hertadur, all the APIs, components. I'm going to fuzzy type Futurecaster util. Okay, so we can say swell utils. Nope, Shopify, nope. Those are Shopify specific shits. Commerce, nope. Big Commerce, nope. So I actually don't see any utils. So components is a UI thing, pages is a UI thing. Maybe lib. You guys are front-endish, yeah? Or are these like isomorphic lib, or is this front-end lib? Fallback to CMS data. It's not clear to me if this is supposed to be like a server-side lib or an isomorphic lib. Hooks. Part of me wants to be like, hooks, front end, React, duh. But then part of me is like, oh, or is it like React on the server because this is next? Is and DOM. Definitely an isomorphic function, 100%. Okay, that I think clears it up. That is 100% a function that is going to run on the server and the client. So we can deduce from that that click outside folder is 100% isomorphic. And really, there may be files which are used one or the other, but lib generally is an isomorphic folder. So I'm happy to use this. And so we will new file this. And I'm going to init Supabase here in lib. And I'm going to init -supabase.ts just to maintain the standard of my current library. No knock on their camel casing there. Okay. Argument of type string or undefined is not assignable to type string. Does that make you feel better? TypeScript, yeah. You picky. You picky. Okay. And then did I already install that? I think I installed that earlier on the terminal. Yep. Yeah. So we have Supabase installed, and then we're using create client function. I need to get my secrets in here. How will those get read in? Process env. Okay. I want to see my get ignore, and if I already have a secrets secrets file that's being ignored, properties file. No. Oh, local env files. Okay, so we got the env files that are being ignored. So this is good. I can I top level the env? Yeah, okay, I have env templates. I love it. I love environment variable templates. In my own projects, when I have my own secrets, I almost always make a templates file because I'm going to forget what secrets I need, right? Cool. So I'm going to copy this and then paste it here. What would be really nice, and it might already exist, I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but what would be really nice is if the Vercel command line could just read my env file. And I really want to call this one env.local. Is that also get ignored? Env.local. You know, sometimes technology just blesses you. Sometimes it just rains blessings on your face. That sounded a bit weird, I'm sorry. But that's so convenient. Don't show. Don't show. Cool. So I have my env.local. And here, I'm going to move you all the way to the right, and it's Supabase all the way over here, close to the right. Bam. And these are the ones that I need. Next public Supabase URL, next public Supabase anon key. This is how autistic I am. I don't really know if I'm autistic. I don't think so. Pretty sure I'm not. But I really like these things in alphabetical order. I'm just saying. Okay, so let's see if the article clarifies it. Step-by-step guide. So this article doesn't clarify it. This article doesn't clarify it. But I believe Supabase URL is this guy. Boop. Okay. Supabase anon key. Gonna think it's this one because it says anon. Cool. But yeah, anonymous key, right? Cool. So this is about where we're at. Shout out to this article, man. This is like a good article. Whoa, nice moves. This is Gatsby. Hi, I'm Ryan. I'm a software engineer and awesome dude. Where's your Twitter, bro? I'm trying to follow you. Twitter and GitHub. I'll follow you over there too. Hey man, just wanna say nice Supabase React blog article. It's amazing, like you got these really smart guys and then he's only got like the smallest following. Show this guy some love, man. Follow. Yeah. If you see something broken, go fix it. Bless up. Bless up, my dude. Cool. So we're here, closing this, trying to close some tabs I don't really need. Three different example articles, more than enough. Great. Nothing waiting in the chat. Cool. So I got these. And that's going to, I believe, successfully init Supabase. I need to make sure they get into Vercel. So Vercel read env file. Vercel JSON. not seeing a Vercel JSON file. I know there's a way to add them into the Vercel UI, but I don't want to do that. I want to use my command line. Vercel secrets command, yep. Vercel env command is used to manage environment variables. Using the Vercel command to deploy and write standard out to a text file. That's not what I want. That's not the environment variables. I want to read in. Okay, I think this is what I'm looking for. Using Vercel env command to add an environment variable with git branch. Using the Vercel env command to add environment variable to a project using a local file's content as the value. Yup. Vercel did it right again. You guys made me so happy. You know, here's a list of people that made me happy. Vercel, Supabase, frankly today even Google and Twitter did me solid. What was the third provider? Google, Twitter. I'm not trying to hate, I just forgot. Who's the third provider I'm using? GitHub. I'm so sorry, GitHub. We all know we love GitHub, though, so even if they had screwed it up, I'd still love them. Okay. These examples aren't working. Well, good thing the other one did. All right, cool. Read in file. We're going to keep this guy. And I'm even going to put that in my in file for reference. I can refer to these videos, but it's easier to just click on my keyboard and find it instead of like scrubbing left and right on the video. By the way, another project I want to do is like dump these videos to text and make them easily searchable. It's another thing. Okay. I think I don't need this page anymore. But it says quick start NextJS, so I don't want to. With magic links, no passwords, only email. Yeah, buddy. Okay. Wow, this might even be better than Ruan. The guy's name is Ruan. Yeah, but the official might even be better than Ruan. Get the API keys. We did that. Building the app. I have an app. I just want the button. Oh my goodness, you guys, you're making me blush. You're literally calling it inf.local. Love you guys. Okay, now we have API credentials in place. Create a helper file. Already did this, right? Yeah. I kind of like their syntax a little better though. Right, so that's the same thing, but I kind of like their syntax over here a little better. Break up the lines a little. Type safe it. Okay. Set up a logging component. This is what I'm looking for. So I have a logging component, but I don't have the magic button. And one optional step is to update the CSS file styles globals to make the app look nice. You can find the full content of the file here. Do I have a globals? I guess I should, right? Yeah. Fortune teller styles. Whoa. Unable to read file. GitHub fortune. Oh, okay. So this might have been in my Gatsby and it's not in my Next. Okay. Assets. Main. Okay. Chrome bug. No idea. No idea. No idea. Ooh, look at all the colors. Thanks. I guess components.css? Because, yeah, right? This is going to be like global, though. I don't know if I need to edit global files, but we'll see. They're messing with like HTML, body, all elements. Whoa, that's a lot for me, dude. That's a lot for me. I don't think I want this. Okay, I just want the button. Okay. Let's set up a React component to manage logins and signups. We'll use magic links. Yes, we will. So users can sign in with their email without using passwords. Handle login. Okay. Okay, here is some of the magic. Is that what they mean by magic link? I thought there was actually going to be a button because I want like the social sign-in button, you know? But maybe I can just go find the icon elsewhere for that. So this is handle login. I think I already have a handle login. Let's see. Futurecaster, that's readme. Handle login. Yep. Use sign up. Oh, that's kind of crazy. Oh, it's under swell. This is under, I don't want the Shopify one. Okay, commerce, Shopify, swell, utils. All right, let's work backwards from the UI to identify the component in question. Okay, so the component in question is this. Data variant slim. We just need to find some unique element that can help us identify the component in question. How about this combination of classes is unlikely to be utilized at the same time in multiple places. So we got 3 hits. Forgot passwords, login view. I'm going to wager that's it. And sign up view. Great. By the way, these could totally recycle some boilerplate, but no shade. Futurecaster components auth. I like the location. So now this should have some handle login. Here's handle login. Great. Okay. And I mean, I'm pretty sure this is the guy. Console.log. Sup, dude. So we go over to here, and if I click the button, clear this out. I want to see them say sup, dude. Commerce error. That's interesting. Oh, that's actually from a hook. Cool. Handle login is on submit. Is that different from the on click? Nope. So the button has no click handler itself. So clicking it will do the default HTML activity, which is to submit the form, which is great. So that will mean that I should have triggered handle login. Therefore, I'm puzzled why I didn't see a sup dude. I want my sup dude. Sup dude. Haha, I got a sup dude. So I don't know if I just missed it. Maybe it did happen and I just missed it. Or maybe it took a minute to recompile or something. Okay. So I'm going to prioritize, as much as I appreciate this guy, Ron, I'm going to prioritize the official with Next.js. And so this, set loading, where's the set loading? So here's set load. Yeah, here's set loading, try set loading. Kill myself, dude. So if it's not dirty, then say that it is dirty. And if it's not disabled, then we're going to handle validation. Yep, definitely want to handle validation before we set loading. I appreciate that. We pass validation, set loading, and we clear the error message that might exist. Very good, very good. Nice job, guys. And now we await login. Okay. So this, and then they have a use login. I'm liking it. Let me, but is Supabase a hook though? Is Supabase a hook though? So this is like a, this is not a hook. What is use login doing? From framework auth use login. Okay, and I like that this clarifies. Framework auth use login. There's like a big commerce login. So we're expecting that I run auth through big commerce. Okay. This is where I have some concern. I'm down to use big commerce for my commerce platform. But does big commerce have a database, like big commerce database? Where's the database interaction in this big commerce website? Let's log into big commerce. So I have my big commerce. I just got the free one. So I might not be able to go the Supabase route after all. All this stuff is great. Cool. Orders, products, customers, advanced settings. Are you going to actually let me see the database? Data solutions, formerly web analytics. Okay, this is interesting. I like it. Google Analytics and Facebook integration. I like it, I like it. Data warehouses. Analyze your data with SQL and or Connect. Okay. Yeah, I definitely would not pay $70 a month for Tableau. I know some people do, but like Python's a thing, guys. Okay. Account sign up form. It's the Graphql Playground. Yeah. Login. Okay. So I can see all my things. I actually want to see the database though. This is just giving me a view on my database. Okay, so there's comments, right? Server settings. Domain, file access. I don't want to do that right now. Okay. Apps, what is this? I don't care about that stuff right now. Apps, Vercel. Yes, I do have Vercel. Okay. So the question is, do I have to, if I'm gonna lock into a vendor, I want to lock into my freest vendor. Like, I would rather log in with Supabase and link. Sometimes you have to have like multiple auth holders, and I get that, and multiple like authorization upstreams, but there should always be one like ultimate upstream, if you will. And I'm hesitant to make that BigCommerce. I feel like I want to make that Supabase, and then I can join my BigCommerce session to my Supabase session and get like all the tokens. But like the primary session will be my application. I don't have like an LDAP or a network or a higher level organization. Like in my information architecture for this application currently, the top level is my application. I don't really think I want BigCommerce to sit above my application. In some sense it kind of needs to, right? But so that seems to be the question. Either BigCommerce becomes my main runtime database and all other things like flow to it, or it's an auxiliary knowledge store, and I have some other high level that BigCommerce will join to. I'm kind of fine with either, even though Supabase is like super awesome. And like I don't think BigCommerce really has a free tier. Like I have this developer account, but I think as soon as I do one transaction, they're taking a cut. Free for 15 days. I have not given them a credit card yet, which is good, but I think they're going to ask, like on the 15-day mark, they're going to be like, pay up or get out. And I don't want the vendor lock-in, to be honest. Plus, it's like, where's my database? It's not super accessible. Add products, whatever. So I'm just kind of thinking out loud here, but I think what I'm thinking out loud is that I want Supabase to own my authorization, and that I can handle like behind the scenes generation of a BigCommerce customer. Yeah, or a customer in any other shop, like Shopify, any other vendor platform, like merchandising platform. So that sounds ideal to me. So no, we're not going to use the built-in. Thank you for setting it up, my dudes. And I feel like I get why it was set up that way, because they're expecting that I'm gonna make a BigCommerce account, which I did. And so, like the least other steps to having a customer data store is just to use BigCommerce. Well, what about all the other datas, like my application datas? It's kind of like I don't have them. This is a customer data store. I don't get all the tables that I want. This is very much a regulated. These are BigCommerce entities. Can I really buy this, by the way? Like, I should try to actually like buy this. I don't think I can, but that'd be kind of cool. Whew. Okay. Yeah, so it's a bit of work. I get it. It's not the most seamless thing, but it is the thing that I believe gives me more power and flexibility from an application standpoint. That I'm going to treat BigCommerce as an auxiliary data store, not my primary data store. And so customers they're going to be customers in my application first, and they will be customers in BigCommerce second. Here's the trick with that. What if I want to sell something without them having to create an application account? Yes, that should be an option. And so that's a good reason that BigCommerce has independent customer data, so that they can support things like, hey, we know your address to deliver it to. We can send a receipt to your email. They can do that loop without needing them to be formally signed up. I don't know if they can do that, actually. Sorry, I don't know if they can really do that. Is it possible to add a customer that has no email? Let me see. Fakey boy. So you don't get an email. And no, you don't get a password. So we're going to save and exit. Email is required. Email is required. So you can't even be a BigCommerce customer without signing up. I want to know, is there a BigCommerce buy no login? So dealers need to log in first before I access the web store. I'm trying to do the opposite. Require login to view prices. I'm trying to do the opposite. Okay, maybe that's the language I should use. Guest checkout. Many stores allow shoppers to check out as guest customers, so they don't need to create a customer account or log in. Yes. However, customer accounts contain a wealth of information on shopper preferences that can help with marketing campaigns. Agree. And they allow customers to access additional storefront features such as returns. Guest customers don't need to create a customer account. Okay, so they're kind of saying like you can't do a return if you're a guest customer, which kind of makes sense. Gives you the ability to enable different checkout experiences for guests and customers. Link any guest orders made by customers to their existing account. Wait, let me process that. Any guest orders made by customers to their existing account. That's pretty dope. I wonder how they'd prove it. Maybe email verification, I guess. Leading to more comprehensive order history and unlocking. Yeah. Good job, BigCommerce. Good job, guys. Enhanced guest customer and checkout features are supported only on optimized one-page checkout. Okay. This all seems good. Okay, yeah, so let's go to this. Customers are not required to have an account to check out. I love it. Because I want to use these guys. PayPal, App, Amazon. Allow customers with existing accounts to check out as guests, yeah. Okay, so I mean, I think this is all good info. So then it's more like a testing. It's more like a testing task than an implementation task, because it seems to be supported. So I'll just put the task there and move on. So the task is make sure I can buy stuff without having it to create BigCommerce account. Okay, I can do that more concisely. Validate guest checkout experience. Cool. Make sure it works. And then bonus, separate user story for later is fine. Once user signs up, associate their guest transactions, including wishes, or including fortunes. That'll be cool. Okay. Nothing in the chat, just checking. All right, cool. So we are buttoning up BigCommerce for now. And we're gonna get that Supabase login. And I think that's really all the time I got today. Okay, so we are not going to await login. Login is used to log in. So we are not going to cool, just checking it's used in exactly one spot. I'm going to comment it, not delete it. I know if I was on a team, people would yell at me like, delete your code, don't comment it. But I want to remember how I can seamlessly integrate BigCommerce this way if I want to. So the information architecture is we're going to force you to log into Supabase, and then the application is going to handle coordinating the BigCommerce account or whatever other second-tier accounts. It's going to be a second-tier account, second-class citizen, BigCommerce. Your BigCommerce identity is a second-class identity. Okay. And so now, let's bring in the Supabase approach. Oops, wrong button. Great, that's going to lag me now, sorry. Close you, ancient LaTeX thing. This is all good, but it's not what I want. This is great, that's not what I want. This is what I want. Error, this guy. So now, here's the Supabase approach. Right, Supabase is not here. Can you quick fix me, TypeScript? It's your time to shine. Look at that. You see that? That is one of the reasons that I like TypeScript over JavaScript. TypeScript, in many cases, if it knows there's a missing import, it can just import it for you and quick fix it when combined with VS Code. Supabase URL is required. I agree with you. Right, so you're having trouble reading the, okay, because you're using Vercel dev. All right, so let's knock this out right now. ls grep environment. Okay, ooh, what is that? Is this like another, this is just the DTS. This is TypeScript definition file. Okay. Sorry, bro, I didn't mean to crash you. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings like that. So these are just types. This is not my local. This is not my env local. I just broke the world. No big. We're in Futurecaster. ls, so an ls grep env. Why are you not recognizing that I have .env.local? Because I need to get the dot files. Okay, I always forget those dot file things. I have done many problems because I forget that there are dot files in a directory. Like copy the directory over and like forget the dot files. Everything breaks. Okay. So we want to Vercel env. We want to echo into it, and I think it's the one. I think it's the one angle bracket, not two. .env.local. Okay, maybe I did it wrong. Vercel env add. Vercel env add. Okay. Vercel env add echo dot env dot local. Invalid number of arguments. Vercel env add name target git branch file. What? I hope it's not implying that I need a file for every environment variable. I guess that is what it's saying, right? It's like I need to name the variable that I want it to extract. I want you to load all of them. Can you just load all of them? That would be nice. For a specific environment and a project. What environments do I have for this project? Environment, preview, development. I want my secret to work on all of them. Is that fine? So let's do this. I guess I will have to do them one by one. Env add this. Name target. Dude, what are you talking about at this point? Target get branch. Maybe I should just write it in and then pull it. Vercel add all secrets from file. All right, so I think I'll just use the GUI. I know I can add them one by one to the command line, but yeah, I can't echo them into a file. That's inconvenient. Shout out to Vercel. Let me echo a file, man. Downloading, it looks like it's easier to like pull it than it is to push it. So there's like a security benefit if I never actually have to store it in the UI of Vercel. It would be better if I just have it on my local and I can put it into my command line. It can run through memory but never get written on the server. I'm not saying that's the only way to do it, but there's definite security benefits to that approach. Follow you guys. Boop. Goodbye. Boop. Okay. So let me just Vercel-env add and see what happens. Vercel-env add, Vercel-env add. And then it's going to make me pick. I really want the, oh, toggle all. It just doesn't want to let me like toggle all by default, maybe, which I guess there's like a security consideration there. It wasn't super transparent on the docs how to do all. And then when I did Vercel-env add that way, it didn't make me do a Git branch target. So this usage thing, because I really want all targets, all Git branches, and that wasn't super clear here, right? If it can even be done that way by echoing a file. I want to read all my secrets in from my file. All right, now let me check my GUI, because I feel like they just posted them right here, right? Yeah. Which that's fine. And then I'm kind of confused about the inconsistent show hide there, but that's fine. But like now they're stored here. Whatever. It's not, I don't think it's a big security deal. But you see, like if I had a team, I believe they could all view the secrets, which I may not want that. Okay. So now the secrets are in. I'm gonna go back to Vercel dev. And now I think my environment will be aware. Yeah, oh, it even said loaded from env local. That's super nice. Okay, and so what was I doing before that? I guess I can close all these environment variable concerns now. Handling login. This bad boy. Here we go. So it's going to await and then error. I want to say if error throw error. Is that what they did? If error throw error. Love it. Okay. If error throw error, then it'll go right there and follow the regular flow. Set loading false close modal. Super nice. Super nice. Supabase URL is required. Well, you have it now. What are you doing? Just refresh the page. Supabase URL is required. Is it like still building or something? Yeah. Okay. And see, it gave me a different avatar this time, which is kind of cool. But I'm gonna have to figure out how to capture that and seed it. This span thing, that's annoying. The starter came like that. I guess I could figure out how to fix it, but I did some quick Googling. One explanation was it was from React.Hydrate, but I didn't see that code being run, so whatever. Okay, so this is going to be with the Supabase login when I hit the button. And it is my person in Supabase. Let's find out. I would kind of like it to not be because I want to go through the sign up flow too, right? Don't have an account? No, I don't. Sign up. Okay. And I also want social sign up. Sign up. Check your email for the login link. Check your email for the login link. How about social? Supabase social sign up. Creates a new user. That's good. Social. With third-party providers, okay? That's all it takes. I like it. And it uses the sign in method. Okay. Sign up with redirect. Sometimes you want to control whether the user is redirected after the login. Pretty interesting. So with the it looks like with the magic links, they use the sign in. They use the sign in method as their magic link implementation. So like they don't use the sign up method, even though they are signing up. It treats it as a sign in. Yep. Okay. I want to do like both these ways, but I mean, I guess I could do it and then like delete my user and do it again. So we'll do it with the social. I'm more interested in getting social working. I want GitHub to work, baby. I want that GitHub to work, baby. That GitHub login. So here's login view. What if I go up a step? Sign up view. Yep. Here's a sign up view. So it looks to me like Supabase does not have the GitHub icon. So they have a magic link, but it's an API. It's not like the button. Well, let me look at their UI code. Maybe they have a component here. Auth. I want to look at their storybook instead of browsing their code. I want to look at the storybook. Oh, icon mail. Looks like it's a to-do to get the storybook going. Yeah, okay, sign up with Facebook account. They do have it. You can use our Auth widget straight out of the box with Supabase Auth login, including social logins. That, did I already give you a star? You get a star. Who is this? There's a bunch of contributors. Mild Tomato. You get a follow, dude. Good job. I'm not sure if you're the dude, but Don't lag on me now, GitHub. Mild tomato. Mild tomato. And all GitHub users, this guy from UK. Good job. Singapore, Berlin, UK. Bro. Whoa. That's insane. So let me go. And then this is, yeah, it's the same guy. He's all over the Supabase. I love it. Let me go get this page to which you refer. Facebook. Yep. So this, I believe, is it. Social export. It's a big old function, huh? Where's the export at? Export interface, export default auth. So the whole thing is exported as auth. Okay. I think I'm already importing auth. In the login view. No, I'm import. Am I really importing init Supabase? That feels like a weird thing to import. Okay, that's how they do it. Supabase.auth. I think that's the thing, eh? All right, I could use an example, my guy. So I'm going to go back to the main and then maybe open that in a new tab. Right, because I need to import it from Supabase UI. Great. npm install Supabase UI. That makes sense to me. And I need to save it. While that's going on, let's give you an upvote. Oh, it was already upvoted. Cool. Now I want to see this, our Auth widget. There we go. This is what I'm looking for. And it says typography button. So this is like a reminiscent of Material. They may be using Material under the hood. Let me check their package JSON or their yarn lock package JSON. And they're using Tailwind Material. No, does not appear to depend on Material. It's like Tailwind Delicious. It's just Tailwind Delicious. Headless UI React. Radix. It's kind of an assembly, huh? But they do their own style through Tailwind. Cool. Done installing by now? Yes. Whoa, that was a big boy. I don't think I meant to copy that whole thing. Button. I meant to copy this. Okay, I clicked the top right, which I was thinking was the line, but it was like the whole thing. Cool. There's a conflict on the components. I don't think it's critical that I use the Supabase button. Auth, yeah, this is what I really want. Auth, user, context provider, providers, Facebook, GitHub. Okay, and that's how they provide the Supabase client. That's a default function home. That piece I'm not really getting. What do you mean default function home? Container, user, auth user, signed in. Okay, so that's when this, and then like, how are you rendered? I only see the one. const container. It seems like a awkward example right here, right? Like, where's the container being rendered? I feel like export default function home should have a conditional like, are you authenticated? If so, show this. If not, show this. But let's guess in the dark a bit here, as this is the way. And like, where do I drop it? This is going to be ugly, but I'll just drop it. I'm going to just drop it right there. This is so ugly. I'm sorry, y'all. And then I'll just comment all the things. This is not a well-made component at this point. Auth is there. Why are you doing this? Property Supabase client is missing in type, but required in type props. Okay. Well, context provider is providing it to you. Is that a bad type definition? It kind of feels, hey, mild tomato. Kind of feels like you got a bad type definition here. Okay, so here's my app. We're on 3000. I guess it already did a fast refresh, sorry. So I could just, oh, Supabase green, baby. And here's the things. It really does drop in. That was way better than I expected. It literally dropped in for the whole shebang that I prior had. So I thought I was going to have to like combine them in an awkward manner. I guess I probably still maybe should, I don't know, but really it drops in, which is wonderful. So let's go GitHub and Twitter and Google. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Cool. Twitter is not assignable to type provider. But it worked. Okay, I'm going to, I'm going to file an error at this point because that's like two bad things. A lot of great things, don't get me wrong, but it's worth filing the error, I think. Okay, so this is going to be an issue on their UI repo. Okay, let's see where they go. It needs to be passed into the auth component. Also, the container component is not actually used in the template. Right, okay, perfect. Okay, so that is there. And then the second thing is Twitter. So are they already on it? Twitter. Twitter. These are now implemented on the back end. Pretty sure this is the same feature. update type definition to please. Very cool. So it seems like they already got a grip on it, and I didn't even need to file a new issue. I just kind of upvoted a couple existing issues. All right, great. That's like a really good sign. Not only is everything going so seamless, but the issues that I do find, it's already in the queue. Like mild tomato indeed. So, and the thing worked. So let's sign up with Twitter. No route matched with those values. Okay, so here we are. Go right here, sign up with Twitter. Let's just skip Twitter. Could be something funky going on. Let's try GitHub. Must match the registered callback URL. Okay, so that string that is being encoded in the URL does not appear in my code. All right, so this looks like people are having this experience with GitHub. Must match the redirect URI, must match. Okay, so I think the issue here is that we're using Supabase as an intermediary. Okay. Let me check on my, what would it be, projects? Or, I'm not sure. My profile, my settings, where would I put that? Applications, I think that's right. Yep, okay. Developer settings, maybe. Auth apps. Futurecaster. Tells the future, bro. So this, something went wrong. Okay, great. Homepage URL. Authorization callback URL. And over here, Futurecaster API Supabase Auth v1 callback. So that is what I used. Optional features, advanced. So I think maybe this is the concern. But let's check it out. So, okay. I guess I can just publish my Vercel app. So that'll be Vercel. Publish? What is it? Deploy. I'm not even sure if I like committed my code. Package JSON. This would be a whip. In the meantime, let's try, so we tried Twitter and GitHub. Let's try Google. Does not match the ones authorized. Okay. And I think this is the same error that's occurring with all the providers. So Supabase is like generating something behind the scenes. Because I told them like chill out with localhost, but really localhost is not the one doing it. So my hope is that this bad boy right here is persistent. That's going to be the issue. If that substring UKKGD, etc., if that substring is continuously cache busted on every request, that's going to be a major problem unless I can figure out a way to enter a wildcard into this guy. This value can't contain wildcards. Well, that just nuked that idea, but at least it was clear. Good on them for that. Must not contain a path or end with slash. Okay. From a browser, from a web server. Can I'm hoping I can put the same in both places. Bro, did you just explode or what? I must have hit a wrong button. I think I broke the internet. Find documentation, great. So that seemed to work. Oh, because I hit cancel. I'm gonna hit save one more time. Really, what is happening? The save button is like wiping things. Sus. Okay, well, it's still there. What if I go over here? Library, you're still there. If I come back, you're still there. Domain, you need to verify domain ownership to allow webhook notifications. We'll do it later. Whoa, all the APIs. I don't want those. Credential, edit, credential. It looks like it's persisting to me. I'm going to refresh the page. Okay, looks like it's persisting on the Google side. Let's see if it persists on the Supabase side. Refreshing the page for unnecessary good luck. And UKK, it did persist, but Google got mad. Does not match the ones authorized for the Oauth client. Pretty sure it does. Pretty sure it does. Reset secret, download JSON. Pretty sure it does. Well, Google has at once given the most clear error diagnosis. Thank you. It's the clearest, and it's also the most clearly wrong because it's right there. Maybe it takes like a period to like propagate. Let's check on that command line. So, command yarn. So the build failed. Check out my Vercel build. Twitter, yeah, okay. I need to, it actually failed the build on that. C'est okay, so for now, you don't get a Twitter. Fine. No twit for you. This has been a ton of fun, even though we're getting kind of like stub our toe here, or stub your toe there. Still doing a lot of good stuff. Let's not lag on me now, dog. Push, commit, push, great. Try another Vercel deploy, boom. I wonder if that made any local difference in the meantime. Probably not. Empty cache and hard reload. They could be attaching some like trackers that are goofed up, like some cookie-ish type of things. If these don't work one more time, I'll get to test the magic link, so that'll be cool. Google aired again. Okay. Try one more time. The GitHub. And maybe I need to run a more specific search, like GitHub Supabase login. Just gonna do a quick glance around. I'm not spending a ton of time on this rabbit trail. Login flashes when reloading. Yeah, I don't care about that. Okay. Supabase, GitHub. Nope. And login with multiple providers. Yeah, and the Supabase. Since Supabase only registers one provider, you'll need to add some repository scopes if you want to access other user parties. Okay, I don't care about that. Hi there, is it possible to log in with multiple providers? Yeah, okay, so that's a different issue again. All right, closing all those. Ignoring this for the moment. Homepage URL, the full URL to your application homepage. I am admittedly confused about why it says the redirect URI must match the registered callback URL. This application. The redirect URI must match. Okay, so the redirect URI is wrong? Is that what it is? Okay, here's the Supabase URL. I think Google has been probably the coolest here because it allows you to have multiples, but I already added it, right? Sign up with Google, doesn't work. Just making sure that my so this guy, Supabase URL. Okay, making sure that it matches over here. Something got jacked on my clipboard. What just happened? Okay. Futurecaster Vanderveer. Nope. I want this guy. Okay, cool. And it is. That is the persistent Supabase URL. So what they mean by Supabase URL is the one which is the redirect URI. Okay. So let me go over to Google, and potentially that's the issue. I don't know. Maybe it's the sign up with GitHub. Redirect URI must match the registered callback URL. So I'm going to check two things. Let me kind of clipboard this text here so I can remember this. Okay, we're going to get this guy here. We're going to try that, and then we're also going to try putting it into the quote-unquote home page, as if it were the from, as if it were from the from URL. And in the meantime, we'll check deploy looks good. Futurecaster over here. Okay, so let's see. Hey, okay. So we got that. Let's check Google. Okay, so Google's still not stoked. Google's still not stoked. Okay, we'll adjust that later. And then now let's try from localhost. Hey, So GitHub is the champion. Let's check my Supabase. On Supabase, who is Supabase going to respect? Policies, templates, settings. Set URL localhost is respected. Used as an allow list for redirects and constructing URLs used in emails. I wonder if it takes additional redirect URLs. Okay. I think that is where I need to put it. Cool. Okay, and wait for the save button to clear. It's cleared. We'll try the localhost, authorize, being redirected. I have an access token on localhost. Cool, so I think it basically worked. So let's see if Supabase believes now I'm a user. Ta-da! Now you know my other email. And I have another one, which is john@afterecon.com. There you go. I'm going to pause it there. It's time for me to eat. But what we did, just to recap, we successfully integrated Supabase GitHub social authentication and we're super, super close. I think it's a matter of like doing some minutia to getting general authentication working. And we plugged that in to NextJS Commerce Starter. And we had a blast. And we had to down permission the BigCommerce authentication framework and the use login hook. And we superseded that with Supabase. And in the future, BigCommerce or whoever we want, whatever shopping vendor is going to come in and be from an information architecture. It's going to be an auxiliary data store, auxiliary knowledge store, a secondary user information layer. It's going to be secondary, and we'll join it, so it'll be like literally like a property. I've done this with Cognito, like user session dot BigCommerce is like the BigCommerce session. So there's like 2 joined sessions. You can actually have like several sessions going on. So I'm not going to do this, but potentially I could have several stores integrated into my site, but that's like kind of crazy. Why would you do that? So yeah, just to recap, right here we got Supabase authentication with GitHub. Talk to you later.